January the 9th, 2017. As you're looking at the NOAA wind speed map, and we're breaking records daily now, and some of the records are falling very fast and by huge numbers. What we're seeing is, because of the solar minimum, the decrease in the amount of energy that's applied to the top of the vortex, and the higher the wind speed, the more solar energy, the tighter that vortex is. And these spinning almost 3 cyclones that are coming across the Pacific Ocean into the United States are very strong, guys. Today they were expecting winds, and starting yesterday in the Sierras, of 110 miles an hour. They hit 175 miles an hour. Guys, this is unprecedented. But again, the vortex is weakened. When it weakens, it spreads out. We're seeing these massive cold spells move across the United States. Guys, this past weekend, we had flash freezes in Mississippi. After 4 days, today the ice is finally starting to melt in some areas. But look at the widespread cold area. I'm going to flip it over to the summer side of the planet. The Antarctic vortex is much tighter, and that's normal. That's what we should see, and you see it loosen in the winter because of the tilt of the Earth in the winter season. But not only is it completely lost all form, but the wind speeds are getting incredible. It says high winds whipped the Sierra on Sunday as an atmospheric river bringing rain and snow moved through northern California. The most impressive gusts blew at 173 on Squaw Valley Summit and 175 atop a peak in Alpine Meadows. The bursts were far stronger than the 110-mile-an-hour winds that were forecast to be record breakers. Guys, that knocked down the Calaveras big tree there in the Calaveras State Park. Many people call it the tunnel tree. It's 1,000 years old. It's laying down. Very strong, 175-mile-per-hour winds. Think about that, guys. You're in the Cat 4 hurricane range. Also, I said it was going to affect Europe. Icy temperatures across Europe have left more than 20 people dead and blanketed even the Greek islands in southern Italy. Italy saw ferries and flights canceled, and schools in the south are expected to close on Monday. Turkey has also been badly affected. The Bosphorus was closed to shipping as a heavy snowstorm hit Istanbul. At least 10 people died of cold in Poland. Night temperatures in Russia plunged to minus 30 degrees centigrade. Normally, milder Greece has witnessed temperatures of minus 15 degrees centigrade in the north, where an Afghan migrant died of cold last week and roads were closed. 2 more people that were Iraqi immigrants were found dead today. Millions of migrants are exposed. In Athens, the temperature failed to rise above 0 degrees centigrade, and several of the islands were covered in snow. Airports in Sicily, Beira, Brindisi closed on Saturday. Rome, too, freezing temperatures. Russia has experienced its coldest Orthodox Christmas in 120 years. This is what I'm talking about, these grand cycles. People say, well, BP, you've got a solar minimum every 11 to 12 years, but you have grand cycles in this category. Europe cold weather death toll rises today. The Medicine Sans Frontiers aid organization said it was very concerned about the thousands of people across the continent in danger and stuck in undignified conditions, and they're talking about the migrant camp tents, things like that. Particular concern of the 2,000 people living in informal settlements in Belgrade, while temperatures are currently reaching minus 20 degrees centigrade or minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit. It added the majority of them were young people from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iraq, and Syria. Now, remember in the earlier videos, I talked about El Nino not reforming this year, and that is a big decrease in heat that will not be here even through the summer. Guys, also, tomorrow I'll do an update on the Atlantic current almost disappearing. And guys, that's why Europe will be plunged into these colder and colder temperatures. It will cause a migration from northern latitudes in order to just survive. Guys, we're watching it. It's a heads up. be safe.